everyone, it's Amanda again, and today we are talking about energetic congestion and synchronization. And synchronization is just what it sounds like when you connect with someone or something else and it has an effect on you, okay? So first of all, I want to talk about people. When we are trying to create rapport with people, when we're trying to meet them where they are on their level and kind of create this understanding or this kinship with that other person, we will synchronize with them. So if their wavelength's like this, then our wavelength is going to meet them where they are to have this kind of energetic rapport. When we do that, that doesn't always necessarily lift us up. You know, if they're operating at a lower frequency and we lower ourselves to that space to connect with them, it can cause us to have disruptions in our energy bodies, and it can cause congestion in our systems, because if we're operating up here and they're a little bit lower level, and if we lower ourselves to where they're at, then we can start to get the same kind of congestion that they have, because all these other different things that we're going to talk about in a minute can operate in those ranges. So we have to just be really aware of that. It's always great to surround ourselves with people that are way up here that actually raise our vibration. So that's something, just as you go through life, to have an awareness of, you know, you want to be around positive people, surround yourself with people that make you feel good about yourself and that have a really positive outlook on life, because it's going to lift you up in the end. Places. Certain places have lower vibrations than other places. You know, bars, places, concert venues, a lot of times, things like that can have these lower vibrations to them. Just establishments that maybe the food isn't really high quality. All of those things, congestion attracts congestion. So if you go to a fast food joint, let's say, versus a higher end restaurant that serves mainly salad, you know, that kind of thing. Salad has a much higher vibration than fast food. So those kinds of people are going to be in those places. That kind of energy is going to be in that place. So that's just something that you may not think of on a daily basis that really does have an impact on your energy, and you will sync with the places that you're in, especially if you have weaker boundaries or you're susceptible to being influenced in a heavy way. That is something that can influence you. So going to places that are high vibration are a super good idea for you. Animals, we can sync with animals. I love animals. They're one of my favorite beings on the planet. And animals feel when you sync with them. They really know when you understand them. So you can actually sync with your animals, your pets. There's all kinds of different ways to do that. Just opening your heart and loving them is a really great way to connect with your animals, because they're very heart-centered beings. They don't love conditionally. So that's something that we can do, and that we often do, is syncing with our animals. They know when we don't feel good. You know, we can always tell when they're stressed, that kind of thing, and that's because we have this synchronization, this connection with them that's special. Foods. If your vibration is a little low, you tend to be attracted to foods that are maybe not as good for you. If you're stressed, if you're upset, you know, if you're a stress eater, you go, I just want some chocolate. Just give me some sugar. You know, something you think, I just want to eat something bad for me. And the reason we do that is because our vibration is in a low place. So when our vibration is in a low place, even though we might not want salad or a lean meat or whatever it is, that really is what's going to make us feel better in the long run if we do that for ourselves. I'm not saying completely deprive yourself of treats, but I'm just saying to have an awareness of that when you're going through a stressful time, stressful situation, eating foods that actually support and raise your vibration versus caving to all of the junk food, the lower vibration food that you just want to stuff yourself with. So stimuli, sights and sounds. This is a big one. We're surrounded by all kinds of stimuli all the time. When we're surrounded by things that are negative lots of press, lots of fear-based things, that's a lower vibration, and it's constrictive in our energy. You know, when you hear about a disaster versus hearing about, you know, something amazing, unfortunately, a lot of what is in the media today, and I guess probably has been always, is negative press and lower vibrational things and fear-based things. So removing ourselves from that paradigm and really focusing on the more positive aspects of life is going to help have our vibration higher. Music that's positive, just surrounding ourselves with positive things in general is a really, really good idea. If you're in the mood to listen to some low vibration music, if you're angry and you want to listen to heavy metal or something like that, you know, it's kind of like eating the junk food. You know, it's not necessarily going to make you feel better. It's just matching your vibration where you are, because you're empowering that vibration in the space that you're in. It's helping you brood. So breaking that connection with that frequency, that vibration, and really raising yourself up versus dipping down into those lower areas and staying there will help your energetic congestion levels stay low. Thoughts. Our own thoughts and other people's thoughts. You know, that kind of goes back to the people piece of saying, you know, surround yourself with positive people, because if you are surrounded by people that have negative thoughts, or if you have negative thoughts in your own head, and then you get in these other environments and dealing with these other things that are lower vibration, it's just going to perpetuate those negative thoughts. It's this never-ending cycle of low vibration energies that are in your energy system, and that's just going to keep attracting more congestion to you. So keeping your thoughts positive, even if you don't feel positive, standing in front of the mirror saying, I'm a good person, I'm amazing, I know that I can do good in the world, that type of thing will start to shift your energy even if you don't believe it. It's an important exercise to do with yourself. So I would highly encourage you to do that. It helps to shift your thought patterns. Allergens. Allergens are something that a lot of people experience, and they carry a lot of the same frequencies as, you know, stress and anger and frustration and not speaking out and all of these things. If our energy is already congested with all of this stuff, then allergens can sync up with us, and then we get sick. We start having the stuffy nose, we start having watery eyes, that kind of thing, if we've got all this lower vibrational energy inside of us. So helping to keep your energy system clean is super, super important in your life, because it's going to keep you from syncing with this stuff. Okay, ailments kind of go in the same category. We talk about, you know, anything from a sinus headache to stomach pain to, you know, your joints hurting, anything like that. You sync with those energies when you stay in these lower vibrational places. You know, if you've got the ranges up here, these lower vibrations, that's where all of that stuff sits. So the cleaner you keep your energy, the more you can stay out of those spaces and the less ailments you're going to get. And finally, disease. If you stay in those areas long enough, it can actually perpetuate disease, because everything that occurs in your physical body starts in your energetic body first. So if you've got something out here, way out here in your aura, and it's this energetic congestion, it eventually has this trickle-down effect into your physical body. So you want to have a cognizance to clear that energy out when it's still out here in your energetic field, so it doesn't become a physical issue. So this has been energy, congestion, and synchronization, and I'll see you next time.